We're coming to understand that the world's always been a changing place. The ecosystem and nature is not static. As a restoration ecologist, one of the first things I had to learn is that you're restoring a movie, not a snapshot. You have to restore a dynamic and changing landscape in order to really be doing conservation. Conservation is not freezing a snapshot in time.
So the message that the garden gives out about conservation encompasses a wide variety of dynamic and constantly changing scientific research. And we really want people to understand that in order to make a difference in the long run, they need to be educated about what's going on right now.
We have to take the broader view and the broader perspective, because there's influences and forces outside of our local control. I think many of the things that we're really going to be facing are things that we don't see obviously. A lot of times people will take a much quicker action if we can see the effects of something.
You know, we think about climate change and we think it's going to be a linear process. And in fact, what is going to happen in the climate change is there are going to be these wild swings. And the incremental, the linear change is going to be measured over hundreds of years. That these kinds of fluctuations are going to put an immense strain on our economic and sociological system.
Conservation has meant literally pretty much what it states, is trying to conserve the natural environment. Today we might call it sustainability.
We have a responsibility because of the knowledge that we have, the power that we have, and the need that we have to be in nature, to examine what we're doing, to understand what we're doing, and to make some choices.
And what we need to begin to think about is humans being a part of nature, part of a larger system, that we have a positive role to play. If we want to keep the things about the world that we love, we have to become involved. And if we get involved in a positive way, we can ensure that we have positive outcomes.
John Pritzlaff was a trustee at the Santa Barbara Botanic Garden for 12 years and a leader in conservation not only in the state, but across the nation.
John cared deeply about the environment. And there was when you talked to him about the garden, the Santa Barbara Botanic Garden specifically, you could see there was a passion.
The Honorable John C. Pritzlaff Conservation Award is given every year by the Santa Barbara Botanic Garden to honor achievements in conservation.
And we do that by giving this award to people who make significant contributions to conservation, of plant conservation from around the world.
In awarding this year's Pritzlaff Conservation Award, we wanted to recognize the lifetime achievement of Dr. Daniel Botkin. We considered a number of potential awardees, but Daniel was the one that kept rising to the top as the right person for us to honor with this award.
And he brings to it the thinking of both a physical scientist and a biological scientist with a good flavor of writing ability.
One of the reasons one is a teacher is to create others in your stead who will come after you and carry forward the intellectual inquiry. Dan has been incredibly successful at that.
And he's able to sort of take a step back and look at the big picture. And he's not afraid to voice opinions that may be different than others out there and get the discussion going and the challenge and say, you know, why do you say this or why do you think this?
He looks at an incredible breadth of information and then he tries to see how it fits together.
Daniel's just been so impressive because he has done everything from work in the humanities to work in ecology. He has led academic institutions, he's led nonprofit institutions. And he has been a really seminal figure in many of the next generation of conservationists.
The award of the prize is not going to call professional attention to him as much as it is going to say the professionals have been paying attention for a very long period of time and wish to say thank you in a public manner.
I'm delighted that the garden has decided to make this award to Dan.
On behalf of the Santa Barbara Botanic Garden, it is my honor to present Dr. Daniel Botkin with the Honorable John C. Pritzlaff Conservation Award for his lifetime achievement in conservation.